Hello there and welcome to today's video here on Pleasure Beach Experience YouTube. The UK theme park season is nearly starting. 2 days from now, Alton Towers will be opening, Fantasy Island will be opening, and many more UK visitor attractions will be opening. So I thought it was a good time to talk about what Pleasure Beach Experience will be doing in 2022 in terms of where we're going to be vlogging, what type of content we're going to be doing, and just moving a little bit away from just being all about Blackpool Pleasure Beach, because throughout COVID, lockdown, restrictions, not being able to travel, we have moved towards being probably 99% Blackpool Pleasure Beach Experience, when that's not what we've been about from the start. Yes, we've always covered Pleasure Beach more than anything else, but not always Pleasure Beach. So I think it would be fair to say in 2022 we're going to be moving a little bit back towards what we were doing in 2019, 2018 and even back to 2017 when we were doing European theme parks, sometimes America, and quite a lot in the UK. It wasn't just all about Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Of course, that's not to say that we won't be covering Blackpool Pleasure Beach as much as we perhaps have done in the past, because there's still a lot of vlogs to come, there's still a lot of testing videos, Enzo for example to come, Grand National testing. We've got to review the Big One's new track, we've got to review the Grand National after its retrack, got to review Enzo of course. So there's still a lot to do at Blackpool Pleasure Beach for us, but we want to make 2022 about more than just Blackpool Pleasure Beach. So here's what we're going to be doing. We'll be at Alton Towers for opening day, and we're really looking forward to getting back on Nemesis and Wicker Man especially. There's quite a bit of talk that the Smiler might not be available, but do you know what? Doesn't really matter. As if you've been watching this channel for a while, you'll know that the Smiler's not really our favourite coaster, so it's one of those things where you go, from a ride experience point of view, not too disappointed. From an overall guest experience point of view, it might impact on the day a little bit, because if people aren't queuing for Smiler, they're going to be queuing for rides that we perhaps want to go on. For example, Oblivion will probably have a bigger queue than it would normally, but there you go. So yeah, thinking of the positives though, really looking forward to getting to Alton Towers. Just can't wait to get on Nemesis, especially considering there's so many rumours that it might be closing at the end of this year for probably a retrack and not removal. But if it does close for a retrack, it could be a full retrack and it could be closed for a year. It might be closed in 2023, so I think we've all got to make the most of Nemesis this year, just in case that happens. I have no insider knowledge on that. That is purely speculation and just thinking about what could happen with Nemesis really, and Forbidden Valley in general. That's for another subject though, or another day even, so I think we'll cover that in the vlog. Might have a bit of SW9 and Forbidden Valley speculation coming up. Moving on from Alton Towers, we'll then be going to Thorpe Park's opening day, so there'll be a vlog from Alton Towers and Thorpe Park in March. Also, it's looking like the Big One's going to open soon, whether that'll be this Saturday, next Saturday, or maybe the Saturday after. We will be covering that of course. As soon as that's open, we'll be getting to Blackpool Pleasure Beach at the soonest opportunity to check out the Big One, see what it's like with its retrack. We'll do a full in-depth review, probably cover a bit more about the ins and outs of the retrack and stuff like that really. So towards the end of this month there's quite a bit coming up, especially from the Merlin parks, and of course back to Blackpool for when the Big One does open. And that takes me on to April. I say that we're not going to be doing a lot of Blackpool Pleasure Beach content, or as much Blackpool Pleasure Beach content. Well, that's perhaps not quite true when we're going into Easter, because coming up at Easter there's going to be 2 Pleasure Beach vlogs. We've got the Good Friday vlog that we always do at the Pleasure Beach when Pleasure Beach is open on Good Friday. Of course, it's the first time in 2 years that Pleasure Beach will actually be open at Easter, because there's no lockdown restrictions, so that's great. It's great for the park because that is a big weekend for Blackpool in general. So there's going to be a Good Friday vlog, and there's going to be a 10 PM close vlog from the Pleasure Beach in April. Also in April, we'll hopefully get a chance to review Enzo, because there is an expectation that it'll probably be open for Easter. Same with the Grand National too. So we might be quite busy with Blackpool Pleasure Beach content in April, but it's more towards the summer where we're going to drift away and do what we were doing in 2019, where we're covering parks everywhere really. Sticking with April for now, right at the end of April, we have got an Alton Towers Coaster Club event, which I'm really looking forward to. It's a great opportunity to meet like-minded enthusiasts, fans of roller coasters, and it's just nice to meet old friends and new friends. I really like doing the Coaster Club events, whether they're at Alton Towers, whether at the Pleasure Beach, wherever they are, they're always a great occasion. So on that Alton Towers event, we've got an ERT session, which is exclusive ride time on the Smiler and on the Wicker Man. It's going to be great. We did try to do this event in 2020, but of course COVID stopped us from doing it. And as well as that, in 2019 we did have an Alton Towers event which did go ahead, and the original plan was to have a Wicker Man ART, but you may remember in June 2019 the Wicker Man was having a couple of technical issues, so it wasn't open, and then it did open on the day of our event, and it was only open on one train. And Alton Towers very kindly, knowing that we had a big group, offered us to change the ERT in case that everybody didn't get enough rides in the half-an-hour session, which I thought was great. So we moved that to Rita, and even though Rita's probably not everyone's favourite ride at Alton Towers, everybody had a great day. So yeah, not a bad thing at all. So Wicker Man and the Smiler ERT sessions, end of April, and that'll be a different kind of Alton Towers vlog. It won't be a going around the whole park talking about all the rides. It'll be more about everybody on the event, talking about the kind of day they've had and just talking about Towers in general, and it'll be very different from the opening day vlog at Alton Towers. Moving on into May then, and assuming everything goes to plan and travel is allowed, I've got a trip to Portugal coming up in May, so that'll be something different on the channel. There's going to be a couple of videos from the water parks, hopefully, assuming that we can film on the slides and assuming that we go to the water parks. That's not really a roller coaster chasing holiday, that is a family holiday that we were due to do in 2020 as well. So we're finally being able to go to Portugal as a family, which we're really looking forward to doing. It'll be my son's first holiday. He'll be 4 by that point. He's never been on a plane. So I'm looking forward to taking him on holiday for the first time. He's had lots of trips to Blackpool. He loves Blackpool, but I think he'll really love Portugal, and I think he'll love playing on the beach. But as well, there will be content. There is a roller coaster out in Portugal that I've actually wanted to do since I was a teenager, but just never got around to doing it. It is a Mack water coaster at the Aqua Show Park. I'm not 100% sure that will actually be open, so let's see how that goes, eh? But either way, there is a couple of water parks there to choose from, like Slide and Splash, which I went to quite a lot when I was younger, so it'd be interesting to go back, see how it is, film a vlog, hopefully film some POVs on the slides and just see how that is really, and hopefully the weather will be nice. I mean, I would imagine it will be, to be honest. So I'm not expecting Scion Park kind of levels from that water park and that kind of video, but I'm just looking forward to going to a water park in sunshine, so that should be fun. Sticking with May, there's also a Blackpool Pleasure Beach Coaster Club event that month, which I'm really looking forward to. There's an Icon ERT, there's a walk around the Grand Prix track, or the circuit you could say. That's going to be very different. I mean, you could look at it and think, well, you get a lot of views when you're on the ride, and I know a lot of people take the cameras on it anyway, rightly or wrongly, but it'll be very different walking around it because you won't be moving in a vehicle trying to watch where you're going. You'll be able to stop, take a picture, take in the views, maybe get a selfie. It'll be very different, so I'm looking forward to that. And at the end of that day, there is a takeover of Passage del Terror and the Horror Bar. So quick shout out to SC Creative Media's YouTube channel. Check out the promo video of Passage del Terror on there. I'm quite biased because I made it, but it'd be great if you could check it out. Moving on from there, in June, we have got our big event coming up where we're in America for almost 2 weeks. So towards the end of May and into June, me, Mike and Mark are all going to be isolating, so we won't be getting out and doing lots of content. But what we do plan on doing is building up quite the bank of footage between going to America and in between the Pleasure Beach event that we've got at the start of May and when we go to America in mid-June. We will probably build up quite a bit of content before we start isolating. I think we'll probably start isolating at the end of May, so there'll be a couple more vlogs to come after the Pleasure Beach event vlog, and hopefully we'll have a couple of POVs, not just from Pleasure Beach, because quite a few mixed messages on that, so at this minute I'm not 100% sure if we'll be doing any or not. To be fair, there is a lot of POVs on our channel already from the Pleasure Beach. Some of them could be better, hopefully we'll get the chance to improve them, But if we don't get a chance to improve those, it doesn't really matter, because we'll get a chance to film vlogs and POVs and park footage and other things at other parks as well as the Pleasure Beach. So in that period of isolation before we go to America, there will still be lots going on the channel. There'll still be 2 uploads a week. There might be some new ride reviews, there might be some park footage, some new POVs, vlogs that we filmed before isolation. So we won't be out and about as much as we perhaps would be for about 4 weeks, but there'll still be quite a bit of content at that point of the year anyway, because we'll build up quite the bank of footage. But on to America, I think I've worked it out that from our trip to America, there'll be the best part of probably 6 to 8 weeks worth of content that can come out of that, because of course we only upload twice a week, which for me works best because it works around having a child and having a family life perfectly. The parks we'll be doing in America are Nickelodeon Universe, Valley Fair, Mount Olympus, Bay Beach, Six Flags Great America, Indiana Beach, Six Flags St. Louis, Holiday World, Kentucky Kingdom, Kings Island and Cedar Point. And there will be a vlog from every one of those parks. There'll be POVs from some of those parks, there'll be park footage from some of those parks. There'll be so much content from those parks that I've worked out that there's probably going to be somewhere between 6 to 8 weeks of content from those parks. Whether I'll upload them all back to back, I'm not 100% sure yet, but there is going to be a lot of content from America, and I'm really looking forward to filming some new vlogs over there, especially Kings Island, because Kings Island last time, I've said it before in videos, we were overtired, we were fatigued from the trip, we didn't enjoy the day there as we perhaps should have done. So I'm really looking forward to Kings Island again. I'm going to treat it like I've never been there before. It's going to be a completely new day, completely new experience. I'm going to just wipe my memory clear of any of the rides that I went on last time and just be like, right, clean slate, let's start again, let's see how this day goes. I will miss the fact that Vortex is not there, but we'll see how the rest of the day goes, because Orion looks interesting, and I've still got 6 coasters there to do that I didn't do last time. So really looking forward to seeing how Kings Island goes. I could talk all day about the things I'm looking forward to in America, but Mike and Mark have covered that in an upcoming Pleasure Beach Experience Monthly episode, and that takes me on to another subject. Pleasure Beach Experience Monthly is coming back. We used to do that, we used to upload that at the start of every month on a Sunday, where we talk about theme park news, we talk about random topics that have come to our mind, we talk about rumours. That's coming back. The first one will be about 2 weeks from now, I think on the 3rd of April. We're talking about speculation at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, because there is quite a few whispers about a new roller coaster in the coming years, so that's going to be the hot topic of that one. But also Mike and Mark cover quite a bit of the America trip that's coming up, so I'll leave that to them for now, as much as I could sit here and talk for a good hour about the rides I'm looking forward to doing, but I thought let them two talk about that, and it made for some interesting conversation, especially when Mike kept forgetting where we're going and what ride names are and things like that. So yeah, we'll leave it at that, eh Mike? Keeping on the subject of America, all being well, there will also be some Florida Halloween content on this channel for the first ever time in September. We're looking at going to Universal Horror Nights, we're looking at doing Busch Gardens Halloween event, might get to SeaWorld's Halloween event. So much to do over there at Halloween. Of course, we're going to make sure that we go on the world's tallest freestanding drop tower. I think that's the way that the free fall drop tower, something, I don't know. I've got my phone here, but I've not got the actual name and everything for it. But there is a very large drop tower, and it will be very scary. There's also a very, very large Starflyer there. So we'll be doing those as long as we go, which I think we are going. We've got everything booked, so it just depends on how the travel restrictions go, really. But first ever time for Florida Halloween content. I can't wait. I just cannot wait to share that content and just have a go at making some really good videos, because I really like filming at Halloween. I think it's one of the best times to film. That's why I like doing the scare events so much, because not only are the scares amazing, it's just great filming opportunities. And I suppose that takes me on to Halloween as well. We will, of course, be doing all the usual Halloween stuff, going to various scare events across the country in October, covering them with reviews, footage, and just can't wait to get into all that again. It's just great. But I think I missed August. I think August will mostly be UK based stuff, probably a big focus on pleasure beaching late July and August, but I don't really know about July and August because I think it's just a case of, with America taking up so much time in my mind at the minute, with it being the first time we've ever done an America event, it is taking up a lot of time in my brain. So I've not really thought about what's going on beyond it other than Florida in September, but I'm sure it'll be a lot of UK content, maybe Europe in July and August, but I think it will be a case of decide nearer the time for those months because they are busy months and they are expensive months. So I think I've spoken about what we're going to be doing a lot more than I planned to there. So just a little, so the video doesn't go on for too much longer at this point, probably worth me talking about the type of content in general I'm looking to do for this channel. Vlogs in the style in which they've been done so far in 2022. I said a couple of months ago now that I thought the vlogs in 2021 and 2020 were not good enough compared to what we'd done in 2019 and years before it. I'm hoping that the vlogs that we've done at the Pleasure Beach so far this year have been enjoyable and have been to a better standard than they were in the years gone by. That is the style of vlog that I'd like to create at every park that we go to, where we cover all the rides as much as we can. I mean, sometimes you won't get on everything because the queues might be longer than you hope for, or you might just not get a chance to do everything because sometimes parks are very big. But we'll try and cover as many rides as possible like we've been doing at the Pleasure Beach. We might not always go on the rides that we love. We might sometimes go on things that we don't always enjoy just so we can think, you know what, we've not spoken about this in a video for months. We need to talk about it. The food reviews are going to stay. I'm sure the daft conversations in the middle of vlogs will stay. There'll always be the talking points like what rides are going to get removed, what rides are going to get built, what rides are going to get retracked and things like that. So that's the type of vlog that we're hoping to continue to create this year. I feel like we can still improve on what we've done so far this year, but the weather has mostly been against us whenever we've vlogged this year, or we've had no voice, as per opening weekend where we'd all drunk too much. But the vlogs will hopefully continue to be like they've been so far, but just a little bit longer. On-ride videos, I'm sure there'll be some on-ride videos again. We've already got some plans in place for doing some chest-mounted POVs at some of the parks we're going to be visiting in America, whether that be on the event or in Florida. And if we could do any more of the mounted on-ride filming like we were doing at Pleasure Beach last year, we'd be well up for doing that because we really enjoyed creating those POVs last year and the feedback from everybody that watched them was just incredible. So thank you for that. And there'll be park footage videos as well where we just do a general look around all the parks, show what's on offer. And I'd like to do more of those, but focus them more about not just the coasters, showing a little bit of everything. So yeah, I think that covers it for now. If there's any questions about Pleasure Beach experience in 2022, please let me know in the comments below. We are going to be doing more interactive videos like this where we show our faces on camera more and talk. Sometimes I think it's better to talk to the camera like this and just be open and chat about what the channel's going to be doing or chat about ride speculation rather than doing it narrated behind all the footage that we've filmed in years gone by. I do like doing those reviews and there will still be videos like that on the channel, but there'll probably be less of those going forward. But that's all for now. Please let me know the type of content you are hoping to see from Pleasure Beach Experience in 2022. And of course, a massive thank you for your support. We've recently reached 32,000 subscribers, which is just mind-blowing. So thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next Pleasure Beach Experience video.